Hi, my name is Erin Braxton, also known as the Rebel Geek, and today I want to talk to you about 7 boundary setting tactics that you can use to elevate and grow your business and get it to the next level. And by boundaries, I mean those guidelines that we create that communicate with our clients and our customers how to interact with us and our business, as well as our friends and our family and whomever. There's so many outside forces that can distract us and get into our businesses and get in the way of us actually doing the business that we want to do and receiving or achieving the results and the goals that we want to achieve when it comes to our businesses. So if you can answer yes to any of these questions, then you probably have some boundary issues and you should definitely keep watching. So first question is, do you find yourself struggling to ever tell your clients no? And not even just no, but just like, not now. If so, then you probably have some boundary setting issues and you need to keep watching. Do you find yourself feeling pressured when your friends want to get you out of the house and get you to do things and to go out and hang? Or when you do get out and you are out into the world and hanging out with your friends, do you feel guilty that you're not working on your business? If so, definitely have some boundary issues and you need to keep watching. Do you find that you feel really anxious every time an email hits your inbox and you feel like really pressed to answer it like right now, right away? Same thing goes for actually answering the phone. Whenever the phone rings, no matter who it is, do you feel like you have to answer the phone like right now? If so, you probably have some boundary issues. The next question is, do you feel like you're addicted to social media? A lot of us have that problem, and if so, you probably have some boundary issues. And do you feel like you have to have your cell phone around you like all of the time? I mean, are you sleeping with it? Do you feel like completely naked without it? If so, probably have some boundary issues. But the biggest question is, do you feel like your business isn't growing, isn't moving forward, that you're not achieving goals? Is it stagnant or maybe even declining? If so, you might have some boundary issues that you want to look at. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only thing that can get in the way of your business growth, but definitely by checking yourself on some of these things, you can find ways to really spend the time, get the time in to work on your business, and get yourself to where you want to go. So, my first boundary setting tactic is set business hours for your clients and your customers. This is so critical. This is so important because a lot of times clients feel like they have access to you 24/7. I know I've had this problem in the past and it's my fault. I've set the expectation for that. But if you have clear, defined business hours, not only do your clients know exactly when they can reach you, they know when you will respond to them. And then they're not upset that you're not responding, and you're not upset because they're contacting you so early in the morning or so late at night. It's super important to do that. So this is something really easy you can do. Make your business hours, post them on your website, send an email out to your clients, and you're done. There might be a little pushback, a little, rough spot while everybody adjusts to it. Even you getting used to not responding during those off hours. But it's totally necessary to set those. I promise you, you'll be able to see more time to do the things that you need to do in your business. Boundary setting tactic number 2, set business hours for yourself. These are totally different than the business hours that you set with your clients, because we all know as small business owners and entrepreneurs, you're going to work a lot. It's just what you do. You're not going to work a simple 40-hour week, especially when you get started. If you have those business hours set around your own time and for yourself, then you can realistically plan your weeks, your days, your time, and then make sure that you're getting that time in for the things that you need to do in your life that have nothing to do with your business, like spending time with your loved ones, like making sure you work out, making sure you eat, making sure you're able to run those errands and just take care of the personal things in your life that you need to do. Working until the wee hours of the morning is not always super productive. I mean, when you're super tired, you can't focus, you're not getting things accomplished. I used to do this all the time. The goal is to work smarter and not harder. So make sure you're doing those things and finding joy in your life. You have committed hours that you're going to work, and then just try to cut it off and go live your life, because I promise you, when you come back to your business, you're going to feel revived, refreshed, more creative, and ready to just hit the ground running. Okay? Boundary setting tactic number 3 is don't let your friends distract you from your business. Now, they don't do this intentionally, but a lot of times it happens. As a small business owner, you've made a commitment to this business, and there's certain things that you're trying to do. And many times your friends and family and people will call you and want you to go out and hang out and do things when you know that you're committed to your business. And I'm not saying don't ever go out and hang out with your friends. Absolutely, you need to do those things that you need to do to find joy in your life and keep the work-life balance at a reasonable level. However, you're not going to have the same money as those friends of yours who don't have businesses, because you're going to need to take your money and invest it in your business sometimes. You're going to have to invest more time in your business, so you're not going to have time to play and kick it and hang around. So make sure that you don't feel guilty about saying no and really keeping the boundary to get done the things that you know you need to do. But then when you do go out with them, make sure you're enjoying yourself. Don't feel guilty that you're not working. Every minute of every day should not be dedicated to work, or you'll just burn out and you'll find yourself less productive. So my 4th boundary setting tactic is to create client agreements and get them signed. It's so important that when you're working with clients, everybody knows what everybody's supposed to be doing and what everybody's supposed to be getting. I mean, for no other reason other than it's just clear, the communication is clear, and then you don't get pushed into doing something that you didn't originally sign up for. There is nothing worse than being more than halfway through a project and the client asking you, oh, what about this? And that's not something that you had in the agreement or that you thought you guys were supposed to be doing. So you end up doing things that you didn't originally agree to do. So make sure you get a client agreement and you get it signed, so everybody's clear. And then if something changes, then you alter it and you make sure that you're getting paid. My 5th boundary setting tactic is don't work for free. This kind of goes along with the client agreement thing. So a lot of times as a web developer or as a web consultant, I end up going through phases with my clients. So, they might come to me and we start off with their website being built or revised or revisited or whatever, and we build a relationship, and then they want to get marketing. And that might not be something we originally talked about, but it's something that we're doing now. Well, if we already have an agreement in place, sometimes they just kind of move into that without really talking about price or thinking they're going to have to pay for it, and you end up doing things for free. And you can't be afraid to tell your clients, this is what I charge. What you do has value associated with it, and it actually creates a level of respect with your clients. So if you're doing things for free and not charging them, there's no value in what you do. And if they get upset or pissed off about it because you want to charge them for something, then they're probably not the client for you. So make sure that you're not working for free, you're charging what you're worth, and you're getting paid for things, and you're not letting it go. And the same thing goes for just even having phone conversations. I have clients that like to pick my brain about things, and what will start off as maybe a 10 or 15 minute conversation in my mind turns into like an hour and a half, 2-hour conversation where I've basically been giving marketing advice or advice in some capacity when it comes to their site that they haven't paid me for. So again, watch out, make sure you're charging your clients for the services that you're providing. My 6th boundary setting tactic is let go of the social media. If social media is taking up your time and sucking up your time other than for your business, you need to let it go. And let me just say that I love social media. I'm not poo-pooing social media. If it wasn't for social media, you probably wouldn't be watching me right now. I think there's a time and a place for it. I think that a lot of people tend to get sucked into the imaginary worlds of maybe some of their contacts or friends or whatever on these social media sites. So if it's not about your business, especially in the beginning, you probably need to let social media go because it's not serving you. It doesn't matter what some girl is doing that you went to college with, umpteenth million years ago for vacation, or what her workout plan is. If it's not about business, you probably need to let it go. And I would say if you want to just stay engaged on social media, that's fine, but 20 minutes max, and I'm being super generous when I say 20 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, and then put it aside. So social media is a real time suck. And social media leads me into my 7th boundary setting tactic, which is untether yourself from your mobile device. And it's crazy to me how addictive the mobile devices are. And a lot of it is because of social media. We're getting dinged and pinged and alerted and chimed at all day long because somebody's making a post update or, saying something on Twitter. This isn't important to our business. So what we need to do is take that phone and just move it aside. There's no reason why you should have that phone in your bedroom next to you there when you wake up in the morning. Because what you're going to do is you're going to grab it, you're going to look at it, and you're going to check your email, and you're going to feel panicked, and that's the way you're going to start your day. That's not the way you want to start your day. You're going to start your day by getting up, eating your breakfast, doing your meditation, whatever it is you do, working out. That's how you want to start your day, and then you want to get into your work, okay? Not by the anxiety of having to respond to some form of communication, even if it is about your business. So putting that phone aside is critical to your well-being and getting the things done that you need to get done. If you can't go into a client meeting or go to a dinner with a friend or a loved one or someone without checking that phone all the time, that's a problem. You need to push that aside. You're not engaging. And like I said earlier, if you have clear set boundaries and expectations with your clients and the people that you're working with, you won't feel so much anxiety and pressure to be constantly checking your phone and trying to see and respond to people who are trying to talk to you, because they know that, I'm working right now or I'm doing something, especially when you're after business hours. So let's recap the 7 boundary setting tactics that I've outlined for you today. Number 1, set business hours with your clients. This is so important. This creates less anxiety with you and with them, and everybody understands what they're supposed to be doing. Then you won't feel like you need to be checking your phone all the time or responding right away because your clients know it's not business time, okay? Number 2, set business hours with yourself. This frees up time for you to do all of the things that you need to do to bring you joy and have a great life and a healthy life so you can run a successful business. Do the things that you need to do as just a normal part of life. Be realistic so that you can work smarter and not harder. Boundary setting tactic number 3. Don't let your friends distract you or those outside forces distract you from getting what you need to get done. You're in charge of your business. So if your friends call and want to do something and you know you've got stuff to do, you can't hang out today. It doesn't mean you can't hang out ever, but make sure that you are okay to say no, that you don't have guilt around saying no. But then when you do decide to hang out and go be with your friends or do something social, you're not feeling guilty about not working on your business. Boundary setting tactic number 4 is make client agreements and get them signed. Boundary tactic number 5 is to don't work for free. This is so important, and it goes along with number 4. Your time is valuable. Make sure your clients understand the value of the services you provide. If they don't want to pay for it, then it's time probably to look for some new clients. You want clients that respect you, and you want clients that are willing to pay you for the work that you do. Boundary tactic number 6, let the social media go. Now, just be careful of getting pulled in a direction of, you know, people that you don't really even talk to anymore, or people that have nothing to do with your life, it can really distract you when it comes to your business. And the final 7th tactic that I gave you was to untether yourself from your mobile device. Don't sleep with it in the bedroom. Get rid of it at conferences and conference calls and meetings and dinners, and try to just not have it on during your workday. Try to put that do not disturb setting on and see how that goes. I promise you, you're going to be able to get so much more work done. So you guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. You know, I love small business, and I love sharing what I've learned being a small business owner and entrepreneur for the last 10 years. It's a lot, and I want to be real, and I wish I would have had something like this when I started out. So if you like the video, definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can also check out my blog at therebelgeek.com/blog. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.